It is time for the Ultimate 5 here on the Ultimate Seattle Sports Show. We're looking for the top 5 MLB ballparks, and I'm quite sure Rick Riss, the legend himself, could do this segment by himself. I'm pretty sure, Chris. I mean, we could walk out of here, let Rick do it with Joel. Let's bring in producer Joel to get us started with his top 5 list. And Joel, say hello to Rick, and let's get rolling. What is
you have to have gone to many stadiums around the nation. For our number 5 pick, it's going to be Camden Yards, built in 1992.
Yeah.
It was the one that changed the mindset of how stadiums were built.
Yes.
It has that nice retro feel. Plus, you also have Ken Griffey Jr. hitting a home run off the B&O warehouse during the home run derby back in, I think it was 1993.
Yeah. Thank goodness they kept that warehouse. There were 3 of them. They were going to knock them all down, and thank goodness they kept that one right there, because that was a tremendous backdrop out there in right field on Utah Street. Boog Powell has a barbecue pit out there and everything, so great for the fans. So thank goodness they kept that warehouse.
And they play a little John Denver, don't they? 7th inning stretch at Camden Yards, I believe. I think
that's just some cool insight about the warehouse, because I didn't know that. That's neat. All right, number 4.
Number 4, we go to Dodger Stadium, built in 1962.
Yeah.
Our producer Dusty, it's one of his favorites. It's just iconic.
So?
It's got the it's got that LA views. It's got a lot of history, and they're good. And who knows, if the Mariners are lucky, maybe they'll end up there in the fall.
Oh, a little foreshadowing from Joel
maybe,
right
if
there.
they're lucky.
What do you think of Dodger Stadium, Rick?
I love Dodger Stadium. It really hasn't changed a bit ever since they opened up. They used to play in the old Coliseum for 4 years. They moved there in 1958, sadly for the Brooklyn fans. But, you walk in there, and you can still hear Vin Scully and the 2-2 pitch from Sandy Koufax.
Yeah, so much history there for sure. Yeah. Another one with great history. Go ahead with number 3.
Number 3, you got to go to Wrigley Field.
Oh, yeah.
Opened in 1914, the second oldest stadium in baseball currently. You got the Ivy, you got the rooftop views of the game. And also, there was a movie that used Wrigley Field as a background. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Matthew Broderick in there.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's hard to argue there, but we should just remind people T-Mobile Park is not part of this number 5 top 5 ranking, because we all believe it is definitely the best and well deserved. All right, we see Wrigley Field. We kind of knew that was going to be up there. We know there's another one in there somewhere. I have a problem with your number 2, Joel.
Hey, it's a little homer pick, I understand, but Target Field in Minnesota, built in 2010. It replaced the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, which was a great place. When you go to Target Field, you can enter in left field, and right there is the Grey Duck deck, which everyone knows is the better game, better than Grey Duck Goose or whatever it is. What do you guys call it out here? Grey Duck? Duck, Grey Duck?
Joel, Rick is too nice, but are you kidding me? Target Field?
I mean, listen.
Hey, Paul, he put Target Field over Wrigley Field.
In fairness to Target Field, it isn't. They did a nice job with that stadium, no question. It doesn't belong in the top 10.
I'd have the Astrodome over Target Field.
These are facts, Chris. Facts.
I mean,
it's science.
You brought up the Metrodome as well, like you're comparing it to the Metrodome? Stop already. All right, take us to number 1, because I know Rick's got a few thoughts on this whole thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 1, we got Fenway Park with the Green Monster. I mean, it goes without saying. It opened in 1912. It's the oldest stadium right now in baseball. Great movies have been filmed there. Fever Pitch, Field of Dreams, Moneyball. Godzilla was even partially filmed there. I mean, you got everything. It's got everything. Yeah, Godzilla. It was featured.
I never thought that would come up.
Hideki Matsui.
Okay.
Wasn't his nickname Godzilla?
To defend Joel, I don't agree with Target, but this show's about Rick, so I'm going to just quickly say I agree. Fenway, number 1 on my list as well. Rick, though, the floor is yours. What do you think?
What are your top 5? Though?
Well, I have Fenway 1, Wrigley 2. I actually have PNC Park, Pittsburgh, in my top 5. Gorgeous
totally
park.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. And Ebbets Field, if we want to go back in time, the home of the Brooklyn Dodgers, Jackie Robinson. So that's it. I don't have Target Field, Rick, anywhere.
Chris, we're only in today's world. You can't go into yesteryear or any made-up stadiums,
I'm glad Chris brought up PNC Park, because that's certainly up there for sure. I'm going to get mine out there before Rick waxes on, because I got to give him some time. But I like the Giants Stadium now. There used to be, Oracle Park now?
Yeah, Oracle Park.
I mean, that place places.
park.
They've done a really nice job there because you never know what you're going to get down there. But my number one is Tiger Stadium, the old Tiger Stadium for sure. So a lot of history there
with the big tiger out in the outfield.
No. What are you talking about, man? Get out of here. You're talking about the obstructed views for $2. You know,
I know.
You look around the girder and you got it. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a bargain.
Yeah, walking out of Tiger Stadium, while you're still in the ballpark. I sat behind one of the seats behind the girders. I couldn't believe it. You're right behind the girder like this. You had to look at the game.
But it was cheap, Rick.
Yeah, you got a discount.
Thank goodness Joel didn't put Minute Maid Park up there, so that's good. All right, Rick, the floor is yours. What do you think? What's your top?
Well, my favorite ballpark, of course, right across the street or two. But my favorite park, Fenway Park in Boston. I love Fenway Park because of the history, and I love going out to the ballpark early, and I'll stand out there at home plate while the grounds crew is getting things ready. And think this is where Babe Ruth pitched, when he was a kid, and that's where Ted Williams hit, and all the great players, and you feel the history, and you could look out in right field and see the red seat where Ted Williams hit that home run way out there. For Fred Hutchinson, who grew up here in Seattle, played here in Seattle for the Rainiers. He's the one who was pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. So Fenway Park is my number one.
I like it.
And then number two is Wrigley Field. Again, I'm the old guy with the history of the game of baseball.
Sure.
Going there as a kid with my buddy Kevin McMurray, who finally got a car when we were in high school. I could go see a game there and watch Ernie Banks and Ron Santo and Billy Williams and all those great players. But the Ivy Wall out there, the great history. Babe Ruth hit the called shot in the 1932 World Series there, off of Charlie Root. So much history there. But Wrigley Field is just beautiful. It's the world's largest tavern. And the Cubs are having another successful year, so they're having a lot of fun. And then probably number three is Old Comiskey Park, where I grew up on the south side of Chicago, the home of the White Sox. And I'll never forget, in 1959, I was 6 years old, and my dad took my brother and I, Donnie and myself, to a ball game there, my first game. And we got there a little bit late. They were playing the New York Yankees, and I came up the first base entrance, and the game had just started. And I saw Louis Aparicio out there at shortstop, and Ellie Fox at second base, and Ted Kluszewski at first base, Sherman Lawler catcher early when he was pitching. But there was a guy leaning on his bat in the on-deck circle, had a number 7 on his back. It was Mickey Mantle.
Wow.
And I couldn't move. I was frozen. And my dad's go, Ricky, we got to go. I go, it's Mickey Mantle. That's Louis Aparicio. They were real. They weren't pictures on a baseball card.
That is so cool.
So, and then Tiger Stadium, because I went there many years, but I spent there 3 years as a broadcaster. As you know, for the Tigers, you grew up in Detroit, and spending 3 years with Sparky Anderson. Center field was 440 feet from home plate. It had the overhang in right field of the upper deck, so if there was a shallow fly ball, Al Collins would go back ready to catch it and whoop, right in the overhang and be a home run. Lou Whitaker hit a lot of home runs as a left-handed hitter.
They always dog me on the show when I talk about Trammell and Whitaker. I'm just totally dating myself.
Like a kid at Christmas. Our number one, though, T-Mobile Park, and you, Rick Riss.
That's
so
right.
Thank you, buddy.
Rick, thank you for coming on
the
today.
old ballparks.
Yeah, this has been awesome. And honestly, we should have booked a whole show with you instead of just a few segments. But congratulations once again on becoming the newest member of the Mariners Hall of Fame. It's going to be great to listen to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
One final ride with Rick Riss.